The 2026 FIFA World Cup is expected to be one of the most watched sporting events in history. And if you're here, you're probably wondering how people will be able to watch it online without missing a single match. Especially if you're trying to do it for free, or as close to free as possible. In this video, we're breaking everything down in a simple, realistic and safe way so you understand exactly how to stream the FIFA World Cup online in 2026, what your real options are, what actually works depending on your country, and how to avoid fake streams that can waste your time or put your device at risk. The FIFA World Cup is organised by FIFA and happens only once every 4 years, which means demand for streaming is always extremely high. Because of that, the broadcasting rights are usually sold to major TV networks and streaming platforms around the world. That also means there is no single universal free website that legally streams every match globally. However, there are still several legitimate ways people will be able to watch games online without paying full subscription fees, and that's what we're focusing on here. First, let's talk about the most important option that many people overlook, which is free-to-air broadcasting. In almost every World Cup, FIFA works with national broadcasters in different countries to make matches available on free television channels. These channels often also stream the games live on their official websites or mobile apps. That means if your country has a free national broadcaster with rights to the tournament, you can watch selected or even all matches online without paying extra, as long as you have internet access and sometimes a free account registration. In previous tournaments, countries like the UK, Germany, France and many others have had at least partial free coverage. In 2026, this is expected to continue in many regions. So the first step for anyone trying to watch for free is always to check which official broadcaster has the rights in your country and whether they offer a free live streaming option on their website or app. Another major option people use is free trials from official streaming services. In some regions, platforms that hold broadcasting rights often offer free trial periods for new users. For example, services like live TV streaming apps or sports packages may give you a 7-day or 30-day free trial. If timed correctly around the World Cup schedule, especially group stages or knockout matches, some viewers use these trials to watch a portion of the tournament without paying. However, it's important to remember that these trials usually require payment details and will automatically charge you if you don't cancel on time, so you need to be careful and responsible with that approach. Now let's talk about mobile apps and official FIFA platforms. In some tournaments, FIFA itself has offered highlights, match replays and limited live coverage through official apps or partner platforms. While full live streaming of every match is usually restricted due to broadcasting contracts, you can often still get free access to match highlights, behind-the-scenes content, and in some cases select live games depending on region. So even if you cannot stream every match for free, you can still follow the entire tournament legally through official digital platforms. Another thing people should understand is that the 2026 World Cup will likely be the most digitally accessible World Cup ever. Because it is being hosted across the United States, Canada and Mexico, broadcasting deals are expected to include major streaming platforms like traditional sports networks and digital-first services. Many of these platforms will push heavily for online viewing, meaning more apps, more mobile compatibility, and more flexible viewing options than ever before. But here is something very important that a lot of people get wrong. When you search online for free FIFA World Cup livestream, you will see hundreds of random websites claiming to show every match for free. Most of these are not legal, and many of them are unsafe. They often contain aggressive ads, pop-ups, malware, or fake video players. Some of them don't even show real matches, just recorded clips or unrelated content. So while it might be tempting, especially during big matches, using unofficial streams is risky and unreliable. The safest experience will always come from official broadcasters or licensed platforms. Now let's go deeper into how people actually prepare for watching the World Cup online. One of the smartest things you can do is check the official broadcast list in advance. Once FIFA confirms the official media partners for 2026 in each region, you'll know exactly which platforms you need. For example, in some countries it might be a national TV app, in others it could be a sports streaming subscription, and in some cases a combination of both. After that, you want to make sure your internet setup is ready. Live sports streaming requires stable internet, especially for HD or 4K viewing. A slow connection can cause buffering during critical moments like penalties or extra time, which ruins the experience. So before the tournament starts, it's a good idea to test your internet speeds, update your apps, and make sure your devices are compatible with streaming platforms. Another useful tip is using smart devices like smartphones, smart TVs, or streaming sticks. Most official broadcasters now prioritize mobile apps and smart TV apps, which means you can easily switch between devices depending on where you are. If you're at home, a smart TV gives you the best experience. If you're traveling or at work, mobile apps allow you to stay updated on the go. Now, let's talk about something a lot of fans care about, which is watching from different regions. Because broadcasting rights vary by country, some people look for ways to access coverage that might not be available in their location. While some people mention VPNs in this context, it's important to understand that streaming services have strict rules, and using a VPN to bypass regional restrictions may violate the terms of service of certain platforms. The safest and most reliable approach is always to use the official service available in your region, or check if a free-to-air broadcaster is providing coverage locally. Another major part of the 2026 World Cup viewing experience will be social media. Even if you are not watching full matches live, platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and official sports pages will provide instant highlights, goals, reactions, and match summaries within minutes. This means even if you miss a game, you will still be able to follow everything happening in real time. In fact, for many fans, social media becomes a secondary live experience where they track every key moment as it happens. Let's also not forget about public screenings. In many countries, especially during major tournaments like the World Cup, public viewing events are organised in stadiums, fan parks, malls, and city squares. These are often completely free and create a massive stadium-like atmosphere. While this isn't online streaming, it is one of the most popular free ways to experience the World Cup with other fans, especially in cities with large football communities. Now, if your goal is to combine convenience with affordability, the best strategy is usually a mix of official free broadcasts, trial periods, and highlights. For example, you might watch some matches on free national TV apps, use a free trial for a major streaming platform during knockout stages, and follow remaining games through highlights and social media. This way, you get almost full coverage of the tournament without committing to expensive long-term subscriptions. As we get closer to 2026, more detailed information will be released about exact streaming platforms in each country. That means staying updated is very important. Many fans miss out simply because they don't check early and end up scrambling during the tournament. If you prepare ahead of time, you will have a smooth, stress-free experience and won't miss any important matches. Another thing to keep in mind is device compatibility. Some streaming platforms may not support older phones, outdated smart TVs, or unsupported browsers. So before the tournament starts, it's smart to update your devices or download the official apps early. This prevents last-minute issues when a big match is about to start. Also, always be cautious of websites that ask for suspicious downloads or personal information just to unlock free World Cup streaming. Legitimate broadcasters will never require random software installations or unknown plugins. If something feels off, it probably is. The truth is, while completely free global streaming of every match is not realistically available due to broadcasting rights, there are still many legitimate and safe ways to watch the FIFA World Cup online without paying full subscription prices. With the right combination of official platforms, free broadcasts, trials, and highlights, you can follow the entire tournament from start to finish. So as the 2026 World Cup approaches, the best thing you can do is stay informed. Choose legal streaming options, prepare your devices, and avoid unreliable sources that could ruin your experience. Football at this level is meant to be enjoyed in the best quality possible, without interruptions, buffering, or risks. And when the first whistle finally blows and the tournament begins, you'll already know exactly where to go, how to watch, and how to enjoy every moment of the biggest football event in the world, right from your phone, laptop, or TV, no matter where you are.